I'm sure that a lot of you could be facing this exact same problem which I've been facing for quite some days. A little while ago, I was going through Jordan Peterson, and he is infamous for talking about walking between the chaos and order for living quite a peaceful and engaging and enlightening life. But if we think about chaos and order in layman's terms, some things are to be controlled and some things are to be let go of. That is what we as humans do. We have to perform an action. We cannot force ourselves into just narrowing down our identity into abstract ideas such as order and chaos. Yes, they do exist, but what they do to help us? We can only do that through actions. So it's been quite a while, and I have been so confused between these two things, to control and to let go. And so we are going to decode this today. We're going to talk about this. Mm, Let me make a nice little picture. We are going to talk about the what, why, and how. Now, everything you do in your life, every idea you take into account, you try to structure it. You try to structure it in ways that have been inculcated in you through your education or through the society or from your mentors. For example, look at what I've done. I am going to explain these topics to you within the context of what, why, and how. What is this? Why does it exist? And how do we deal with this? So, what is this and why? First, let's focus on the what. When my brain comes around and says to me first, when I look at the contradiction between if I have to choose between control and letting go, is the dilemma of should I work on it or should I not work on it? It's a Simple but a very fundamental question that confuses even the best philosophers out there. If everything is already written, then what is the purpose of doing karma? What is the purpose of you doing anything? If you wouldn't ever be able to be better at one thing, why should you work on it? Why should you improve it? If you cannot be good at communication, why should you work on your communication skills? If you think about it, that is very logically true. If I will not have good communication, then why should I ever work on my communication skills? Let it be bad. I'll enjoy my life, excuse me, and do whatever I want. But thinking about it in terms of good and bad, well, thinking about it in terms of good and bad makes us focus on the outcome. And what do we say? You do not look at the outcome. You just work. You just enjoy the process. So the idea of whether we should control or let go basically stands from our insecurity about the results, the outcome we are going to achieve. And that is the basis of a outcome oriented mindset. Life is not linear. It does not work in the formula x equals to y. It is not an equation that you can understand. It has variabilities in it. So you just have to consider the process and not the outcome. That's the value we live by. That is our superego. Now, why is there such a conflict between the control and to let go? Why am I thinking about this? Let's focus on the why. First of all, the why has already been established by the outcome oriented mindset. Like, of course, it's the first thing. But why else are we focusing on it? If I will never be a good salesperson, why should I work on my sales skills? If I'll never be good at approaching women and making them talk, why should I start approaching them? Now, the reason, well, my mind only comes up with the primary emotion, primary reason of the outcome oriented mindset, because that is the general thing that makes us think, why should we work if we cannot be good at it? But what could be the other reasons as to why does the conflict bothers us so much? It could be because of the uncertainty. It could be because of our insecurity, that what if we don't get good at it? What if we don't get results? What if we are the most important thing? What if we fail? While even if we are good at it, we just cannot comprehend ourselves failing after giving our 100% into that one specific area. There is a comfort, and I'm going to write this down. There is a comfort in knowing that you failed without doing the hard work. The idea of us working and not being able to succeed, even after that, makes us uncomfortable. It's painful to know that even if you gave it your all, you didn't succeed. And there is a comfort in knowing that you did not succeed, but also you did not hard work. I believe it's the ego that is speaking. Why do I say it? It's because how arrogant do you have to be? How egoistic do you have to be to think of yourself as if you're meant for success? To believe that you can never fail. How narcissistic and arrogant do you have to be to believe that you cannot ever fail at anything if you give your 100%? It is simple, really, to think of life as linear, to think of life as the linear thing which rewards you for your effort. It's the most simplistic way your brain can comprehend the complexities of the reality. But without dragging it any further, without getting into the loop of thinking about it too much, let's come into the how we should deal with that. Like I said, the main idea is that we are operating from a outcome oriented mindset. And it's not about the outcome, but it's about the process. We should dedicate our work to the higher being. As human, you have to live by some values, and you yourself have to define those values to yourself and live them accordingly. You think about this stuff, and I know that feeling when your brain gets anxious. It runs at 10,000 miles per hour, and you keep thinking and getting deeper and deeper into the loop. Let's call it the researcher's hell. You think about a concept and keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper into it without really externalizing yourself onto the world. So the overthinking is the hell and action is the cure. So again, the solution for everything seems to be action. So do your work, enjoy your work, and become the best while enjoying it. Forget about becoming the best. Become what you are. Become your truest self. Become the warrior. Fight, fight, and fight. Don't think. Move forward. Charge. Thinking will come later on. Charge. Ahead, ahead, ahead. That's it for today, guys. Tell me what you think about this. And good night.